If Istio feels confusing, it is usually because the traffic path is invisible and the config objects feel like YAML spells. Today we will make it mechanical. Who matches traffic, who routes it, who applies backend policy, and where each API fits. By the end, you will look at any virtual service or destination rule and immediately know this controls match, this controls policy, or this controls the edge. Istio traffic config maps cleanly into 4 stages. First, match. Identify traffic by host, path, headers, port, or SNI. Second, route. Choose the destination service, subset, and weights. Third, policy. Apply per destination behavior like TLS mode, load balancing, outlier detection, and connection pools. Fourth, deliver. Envoy sends traffic to endpoints and returns the response. Think of it like a highway toll system. The toll booth reads your license plate. That is match. It directs you to the correct lane. That is route. The lane enforces speed limits and safety rules. That is policy. And finally, your car reaches the destination. That is deliver. Virtual service is mostly match plus route. Destination rule is mostly policy. Gateway is the edge entry listener. ServiceEntry extends the service registry. And EnvoyFilter is the escape hatch. High power, high risk. Virtual service defines routing rules applied when a specific host is addressed. Think of it like a signpost inside a building. Once you walk through the door, signposts tell you which floor and which room to go to. The key fields are hosts, which says what traffic this applies to, gateways, which says where this rule attaches, either mesh internal or an ingress gateway, match, which defines conditions like URI, headers, method, port, and source labels, and actions, which include route, redirect, rewrite, and mirror. Let us walk through our book info example. The product page service needs to call the reviews service, and we want header-based routing. If the header end user equals test, send traffic to reviews v2. Otherwise, split traffic 90% to v1 and 10% to v3. In YAML, the virtual service declares host reviews, attaches to the mesh gateway, and lists 2 match blocks with route destinations and weights. Now here is a subtlety that trips people up. Rewrite and redirect are not the same. A rewrite changes the path forwarded upstream. The client never sees the change. A redirect returns a 301 or 302 to the client. No upstream call at all. Imagine mailing a letter. Rewrite is the post office quietly fixing the address and delivering it. Redirect is the post office sending the letter back to you with the correct address stamped on it. For TCP routes, virtual service can also route at L4 when HTTP parsing is not available. You only specify port and destination. No headers, no paths. It is a simple pipe. Here is the kernel-level zoom in. Under the hood, your app still calls connect and send. Istio does not change those system calls. What changes is who receives the traffic. The sidecar Envoy intercepts the connection via transparent iptables rules. Specifically, a redirect rule on the output chain redirects outbound traffic to Envoy's listener port, typically 15001. Virtual service does not change syscalls. It changes Envoy's routing tables, which are delivered by Pilot over XDS. DestinationRule applies policies to traffic after routing has picked the destination. Think of it like customs at an international airport. Routing got you to the right gate. Now customs enforces the rules for how you enter. The core concepts are subsets, which are named versions mapped to pod labels. In our book info example, v1 maps to label version:v1, v2 to version:v2, and v3 to version:v3. TLS settings, which configure MTLS modes for this upstream. Istio_mutual for full mesh MTLS, simple for one-way TLS, or disable for plain text. Load balancing, which controls algorithms like round robin, least request, or random. Connection pools, which limit concurrent connections and requests to protect services from overload. And outlier detection, which ejects unhealthy endpoints based on consecutive errors or timeouts. Here is the mental model. VirtualService chooses where to go. DestinationRule chooses how to talk to it. Now, a critical pitfall. If VirtualService routes to subset v2 but DestinationRule does not define subset v2, the route silently breaks. Traffic may fall through to a default or get a 503. This is one of the most common Istio misconfigurations. At the protocol layers, TLS is roughly L5 and L6, handshake, identity verification, certificate validation. The MTLS handshake uses SAN-based identity from the workload certificate. Outlier detection and connection pools affect L4 and L7 behavior depending on the protocol. Under the hood, connection pools translate to limits on the socket-level connect calls and pending request queues inside Envoy. Gateway configures Envoy listeners at the mesh edge, specifically on ingress or egress gateway deployments. Think of it like the front door and security desk of a building. It decides who can enter and what identification they need before anyone reaches the signposts inside. The key fields are servers, which define listeners with port and protocol, hosts, which specify which host names this server accepts, TLS modes, which control termination versus passthrough, and binding. A virtual service must reference the gateway to attach its routes. Gateway is the door. Virtual service is the signpost inside the door. Without the gateway reference in the virtual service, your routes simply do not apply at the edge. In our example, the gateway listens on port 443 for shop.example.com, terminating TLS. A virtual service bound to this gateway routes traffic to the product page service. For HTTPS, SNI, server name indication, determines which server block matches. If the client SNI does not match the gateway host, you fail before routing even begins. This is a layer 5 handshake decision. The client hello carries SNI in plaintext, and the gateway must match it to select the right certificate. ServiceEntry adds external services, or non-Kubernetes services, into Istio's internal service registry. Think of it like adding a new vendor to your company's approved supplier list. Until they are on the list, purchasing orders cannot be placed. The key fields are hosts, used for matching including host header and SNI, ports and protocols, resolution, which can be DNS, static, or none. This tells Envoy how to discover the endpoint addresses, and optionally, explicit endpoints with static IPs. In our bookinfo example, the product page service needs to call payments.example.com. Without a service entry, the sidecar has no routing rules for this host, and depending on the mesh outbound traffic policy, the call may be silently dropped or sent as a pass-through. Use cases include controlled egress, allowing only known external domains, observability, keeping metrics and tracing for external calls, and TLS origination, where the sidecar upgrades a plaintext outbound call to TLS automatically. Resolution choice matters for security. Using none means Envoy trusts whatever IP the application resolves. In some configurations, this can be exploited via host header spoofing. Prefer DNS or static resolution when possible. EnvoyFilter lets you patch Envoy configuration directly. Listeners, clusters, HTTP filters. Think of it like opening the hood of a car while it is running. You can adjust the engine, but one wrong move and things break badly. It is powerful and risky. EnvoyFilter couples you to Envoy's internal configuration structure. When Istio upgrades, the internal filter names or field layouts may change, and your patches silently break, causing traffic failures in production. Safe guidance. Use EnvoyFilter only when no first-class API covers your need. Keep the scope narrow. Target specific workloads, not the entire mesh. Version pin your EnvoyFilter names and test patches on every Istio upgrade. Consider alternatives like WASM plugin for custom logic or Istio telemetry API for observability customization. Most real-world Istio issues are not Envoy bugs. They are config collisions. Here are the 6 most common pitfalls. First, namespace scoping and export to. Your rule may not be visible where you think it is. Second, host collisions. 2 virtual services claiming the same host causes unpredictable merge behavior. Third, gateway binding mistakes. A virtual service not attached to the right gateway. Fourth, subset mismatch. Referencing a subset not defined in the destination rule. Fifth, ineffective matches. Wrong host header, wrong port, or protocol misdetection. Sixth, ServiceEntry host and SNI mismatch for TLS egress calls. Here is the mental model to keep forever. Virtual service equals match plus route. Destination rule equals policy after routing. Gateway equals edge listener plus host and TLS match. ServiceEntry equals putting external services into the registry. EnvoyFilter equals escape hatch, high risk. When config does nothing, check binding, host collisions, subsets, and protocol assumptions first.